Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to review and play Welcome to Flavortown VR by developer Lhoti, L-H-O-T-I, Last Hope of the Internet. According to the store description, this is the new dev with a new VR project. They've never been involved in prior VR titles, so this is all new to them. So this is their first creation, and they got guest voice acting by friends at Crows, which I can tell you this game does have a lot of the humor from Crows, whether it's Accounting VR or the Stanley Parable. A lot of off-the-wall humor. I enjoyed the humor, however the gameplay itself was less than stellar. This game is on the Steam store, just came out today, May 17th, 2019, for the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift. It normally retails for $5.99. It's currently 10% off. I got a free Steam key from the Steam Curator Connect program, and I like this title music here. This is close to the start, not exactly the beginning, but close to it. And yeah, that was a nice song. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the humor throughout, but it's an acquired taste of humor.
You know what that means? That means fuck you. We know you did.
Obviously, it's R-rated humor at times, so beware of that.
What's your name?
In case you have kids or whatnot.
The hell up.
I have it on medium setting graphics. There's not too many graphics. There's not too many options. One of them is graphics. You can set it low, medium, or high. And you can also mix the volume. I believe those are the only options available for this game. You move by teleporting around when allowed to during these cutscenes. However, you can't move or anything. You just have to listen to it. I don't believe they're skippable either. Although it's the best part of the game, in my opinion, is these little cutscenes where you're listening to the different voice actors. And I like this. That was really funny.
Remember, Chief said one more
there's
time,
the main story. The main story is cut up into 3 different mini games and cutscenes in between those mini games. And then optionally you can do some other stuff. I believe you can go to the shooting range and you can find some little bit of Easter eggs. Not that many, but like there's a little person in jail there that you can interact with, or he'll talk to you if you get close to it. And I think that's as far as the Easter eggs, as far as they go. You can hold donut, but you can't eat it. You can break glasses, so you can do a little mayhem, but not too much.
Yeah, that sounds about goods to me. Alright, kid. Welcome to the Force. You have 48 hours.
I have a hard time recommending this game just because the mini games are really not that good. So even though I love the humor and I like the story, the actual gameplay itself was subpar, really below average as far as other VR games that have similar mini games. The gun range here was not very good at all. As you can see, you don't even see bullets coming out of your weapon. And you hear the sounds, and you can see where the bullets land, just where they actually land. Like if you shoot at the wall, you'll see the bullet spray there. But you don't actually see the bullets coming out of the gun. It just doesn't feel right shooting the gun. Honestly, this feels like a poor demo for a gun gallery shooting that game. It's just not very good. It's not very fun. There are leaderboards if you're interested in that. I just don't think spending time in the gun range is really worth it, because the story is really the best part. The humor.
You're up. Welcome back to the land of the living. I got you.
And this was probably my favorite cutscene here. I didn't do all the cutscenes because I wanted to save some of the good stuff for y'all, but this was my favorite part. And unfortunately, right after this is another shooting part that's pretty boring.
I guess it's probably curious as to where he is.
Your gun sprays like this little gooey. It feels like a water gun almost.
Anyway, You're probably
and
wondering
you just
how
point
got
and
here.
click
It's a
at
Waffle House,
the,
bruh. You were drunk.
I guess,
Oh,
crows
my
coming
God.
towards you.
Actually, that was a funny joke, bro.
And it just wasn't a lot of fun as far as the actual minigame itself. I was just doing the minigame to get past it to get to the next cutscene,
We have 2 minutes
which
to
is
make
really
an
what this
impression.
game is
How many
about.
times have I
And
been
if you
through
buy
this?
it, that'll
I
be
don't
the
know,
reason that
like
you're
12
buying this game, is to enjoy
I
these
wasn't looking for
cutscenes,
an
enjoying the
answer.
humor.
Actually,
The graphics are not the best. The scales seem
Everything
off.
to believe, like the
I
mayor of
understand
Flavortown.
it's
Hey,
not meant
like
to be
Guy
realistic. It's a
Fieri?
cartoony
Like Guy Fieri.
type world.
Hey,
But if you compare it to
mayor of
something like
Flavortown
accounting
eats
VR, there is a
Ah,
difference
yeah,
in
actually,
just
and you probably poops
the
too,
VR graphics,
actually.
the believability that you're in
If it
this
eats, it poops.
cartoon world. And in this game,
Anyway,
because the
we're all wondering
graphics
how
scales
you
are
killed that
off, it
foodie
just,
son of a bitch.
you never really
Yeah,
feel like
shut
you're
up.
really
Shut up.
inside
Anyway,
this cartoon
show us with
world.
this gummy bear and
So
stick
you do
what
lose a little
did
bit of
to the
immersion
mayor.
with that. But the graphics were functional. The game ran smoothly for me. I had no issues at all. It ran smoothly. This is my favorite part of the game, actually, right here. It's pretty sick. The things that
It really hurts when you do that, guys.
you can really do some X-rated stuff to this gummy
Actually,
bear.
that's how some people get off. Actually,
I should be ashamed of what I did.
I got it, Insta, bro. You should follow me, my dude. No, like, no, like Marky, at nobody Marky cares _gang about your gang. Instagrams. My G, dude, check the Oh latest. my
So
God,
one of the funny
dude,
things is they
dude,
actually did confess to killing the mayor, and
Marky, if you
they
don't
acted like
shut
I
up.
shook my head. So I don't think it really matters whether you nod your head or shake your
actually,
head. They
isn't
assume that you're
that
denying
the,
killing
sauce boss
the
guy in
mayor.
the
And
background,
still, it's funny as
actually?
hell.
Oh my god.
Uh,
God, Don, you beautiful-minded son of a
I found all the
Look at
cutscenes
Billy Bonka,
humorous,
and he's eating food in the
and
background.
definitely, if you don't think this
Oh
is
my
funny, you
God,
probably won't
this
enjoy the
must
game.
count for all the
But
people
if you
who've
find
gone
this
missing.
cutscene
I knew
funny,
that
you'll
freaky
probably
bitch
will
was
enjoy
up
the
to
game. So
something. Oh my God.
I'm gonna recommend this
quick
game, but
question.
it's a very
Why'd this fool kill the mayor again?
iffy recommendation. In other words,
Hmm.
don't expect the gameplay to be good because
I
it's
really
not. It's
can't
pretty
think of why
bad.
he would kill the
However,
mayor.
the humor
Hey,
is
what
good.
up,
The
P6?
cutscenes are enjoyable, even if the graphics aren't the
Actually, weren't
best.
you trying to kill him?
I just found it super funny.
Marky,
For
lock that guy up. He's a
$5.99,
criminal. We
I
gotta
think
get
you should
back
temper
and
your
capture Billy Bonka.
expectations.
Hey, fool,
The whole
I gotta
game,
sit
as
here
far
and
as
do it.
the story missions, took me
He's got a
45
loser,
minutes, so it's not
bruh.
very
Why?
long either.
Because you're
So
a
it's
rapper,
also not the
right?
best
Yeah,
value.
dude.
For $6,
So I'm putting you in
45
charge
minutes
of the
of
bars.
entertainment. Again, you could
Get it?
spend longer in the game. There is a shooting
it?
range that you could spend
Yeah.
more time in.
Alright, team,
In my
let's go
initial
get Billy
playthrough, I
Bonka.
didn't spend any time on it,
get
so I
it.
just went
Let's
through the
get it.
story as fast as possible, and it took me 45 minutes. I did enjoy it. I thought it was enjoyable, but definitely $5.99 is a little expensive for something that took 45 minutes, especially when the gameplay is very dull. After the shooting part, there's another mini game that's a sorting game where you sort different items into canisters, and again, that was pretty bad. As to be honest, that was one of the worst ones I've played of that type of mini game. And lastly, what you do is you have this cooking game where you serve up items that are on them. You have this
Hey, that's my Instagram, bro.
little sticky notes
Follow me,
with
bro.
the orders, and you just prepare the
Marky
orders.
_
There's no time
gang
limit or
gang.
anything,
The
but
Y,
again, it
okay?
was pretty dull,
YB
pretty
gang,
drab,
YB
pretty
gang.
boring to
Hey.
play. But I really enjoyed the humor. I really enjoyed the cutscenes. I thought they were very funny. So I am recommending this game, but it's a tempered recommendation because
Hey, man, you need to take
one
out
thing's
them
really good about this game,
woodpeckers,
the
bruh.
humor.
But not mine, bro.
But you know, the graphics,
Get it, man?
the
Sucks,
gameplay is pretty bad. So you have the good, you have something really good, something really bad. So all in all, I'm gonna have to give this game a 6 out of 10. And I think I'm being super generous with my score there, just because I really had lots of laughs, enjoyed the humor, I enjoyed the cutscenes. But yeah, this part actually for me was pretty boring. And this was actually probably the best minigame, if you believe it or not. So I think the other minigames, the two other main ones, are pretty boring. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Again, I got a free Steam key from the Steam Curator Connect program. I do recommend this game, but it's a very tepid recommendation. I'm only giving it a 6 out of 10. I think I'm being generous, just because I really like the humor. And if you focus on that, I think you'll enjoy the game. The gameplay itself, though, is pretty bad. I almost forgot to mention, but there is a snap turning, so you can turn with your left controller joystick. You can turn, so that's nice. And again, you do teleport around different scenes when allowed to. Some scenes you can't move at all. You just have to stay there and view the scene. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.